Mark Medea here with Red Devil head football coach Pat Fackrell prior to the Natrona game. Coach, I'm sure you've had a chance to take a look at that film from the big win in Gillette last week. What did you see there?
We saw guys that they flew around, made some plays. We're excited to play football. And when they got that momentum, boy, they just kind of stayed with it. And it was nice to see when Gillette got their momentum going and started making their plays, because Gillette's a quality club. We weathered the storm, and we didn't quit. We knew that our opportunity was going to come again, and so when our opportunity came, they jumped on it, and they kind of took control of the game again. And so those are the things you see. The things you see also are the things that we know we needed to clean up, and there was a lot of them, and that's a good thing when you can get a win like we got and still come back and say, here's what we got to fix. These are the things we've got to do to be a better ball club.
They say there's that old adage, a team improves the most between their first and second game. I'll ask you how practice has gone so far this week. You know, I'll give you an observation. Once in a while, I'll catch one of those things on a social network site to be unnamed and by a player to be unnamed. But what I like, Coach, is the fact that here's one of your senior leaders saying, we haven't really gelled in practice this well this week, and we really need to step it up and get it together. And so your thoughts on practice this week?
I hope we get better this week. The improvement between game one and game two. We've had our good times and we've had our down times. I think sometimes we look at the Gillette week and think, oh, we beat them. But then they got to remember, we still got Natrona coming. And so, our kids have, like I said, they've been up and down. We've had some good practices. We've had not some good times during practice. We went out tonight and had a pretty solid practice, and just trying to take advantage of the gifts that we've got on our team and getting them all on the same page. And we weren't always doing that this week, but I think the more we practiced it, the better we got at it.
When you take a look at this Natrona ball club, probably not a lot of new wrinkles. Why change when what you do is successful? Steve Harshman has been at the helm there for a number of years and has had a staff intact for quite a while as well. They've got a ton of kids out. They're going to have a lot of depth. And have you had a chance to scout Natrona, and what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, we have. We've got a chance to sit down and look at film. We looked at film. And Coach Harshman runs a top-notch ball club. Year in, year out, they're always going to be contenders. Those kids are coached hard. They play hard. They really reflect Coach Harshman and his staff. The things that we know we have to do is we have to weather the storm again. They are a big play ball club. They got a lot of tools. They've got some size. It's really their basketball team who's as athletic as they are. They're getting those kids with the ball in space, and they do a nice job when they've got the ball in their hands. They're playmakers. So we're going to have to be calm. They're going to get their place. Calm down, weather it. Make tackles when we can make good solid tackles, and then offensively we're just going to have to control the ball like last week. Really, we didn't have a turnover until the last drive of the game. It was on fourth down. Wasn't a big thing, but we're going to have to control the ball. We can't turn the ball over to them because they can take advantage of it right now. Defensively, they're aggressive, very fast, really the same kids. Mm-hmm. And they put a lot of pressure on you, and they come after you. They want to dictate the tempo of the game. And so we're going to have to be on our best performance to do that and play mistake-free football and just go out there and compete and give ourselves a chance.
I thought your ball club, especially for a first game out, a vast improvement over maybe the last few years as far as special teams are concerned. How do you see that playing into this one against Natrona?
Special teams are a third of the game, and they're so important, especially at our level, at any level. You watch, they're something you practice and you practice and you practice, and they're going to be a huge thing. We've spent time on them. We really say to our kids, if you can't play on special teams, you're going to have a hard time playing for us. It's not just a time to get somebody's an opportunity. Mm-hmm. And we get our guys, they believe in them. They know that if we block a punt, that's a huge momentum gain for us. If we get one blocked, it goes same thing.
Sure.
Now that adverse situation, we better go out there and be ready to play, because here comes their best. And that's, special teams are just a huge phase of the game, and we really reach them. We do a lot with them.
First game at home, Last week's win had to generate some additional excitement. It'll be nice to see a big-time partisan crowd. I hope that's exactly what we have at Red Devil Stadium for the opener.
I do too. Tailgating at 5 o'clock, games at 6. I just hope we can fill it up, take advantage of this town of Evanston coming out and supporting these kids, filling that stadium up and getting crazy, and just being loud and obnoxious and letting Natrona know that they're in Una County. Because we get it everywhere else, and it plays in such a favor when you can get a crowd behind you and they're rallying around you. Your kids buy into it. Your kids play hard. They're excited from the time kickoff happens to the time it ends.
Final question, Coach. Looked like last week we came out of Gillette relatively unscathed. In practice this week, still, you're going to have those bumps and bruises, but are we okay, healthy-wise, going?
We really are. I think a lot of it has to do with our kids. They're in a 12-month lifting program. And a lot of it is flexibility, injury prevention, that kind of stuff. And we're going to have our nicks. That's football.
Yeah.
That's part of football. But our kids that have had it have treated them, not waited till Thursday to say, oh, my finger hurts. They've got after it a little bit, and they've started to put treatment on it. And they've practiced. We haven't had anybody sitting out. And really, we're healthy.
Okay, Coach. Hey, thanks a lot. Have fun.
Thank you very much.